Hey guys, welcome back to Silent Hunter 3. I said welcome back because I've actually tried to record several videos earlier today, but this is actually the first episode and I'm excited to do this because I've had this game for so long but never put nothing out because I wasn't able to figure out how to fix the screen to be full screen for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into this game. I have played this game for several hours now, making sure it wasn't going to crash anytime soon, because when I've had it on the extended hard drive, for some reason I have a crashing issue that is almost unplayable. But I moved it to my internal hard drive, which I've had it crash once, but considering on how long I played it, it's not that big of a deal. So without further ado, let's get into this career. Okay, cool. We got audio. That's the main reason I had to get rid of the other videos I told you about. I wasn't getting any game audio, but now we got it. So I'll give you guys the rundown of the ship here. This is your navigation map. Now, the thing is that this navigation map is a lot different than the one for U-boat, okay? It's a lot more meticulous. If you don't manually do this, you're going to crash, okay? Let's make that very clear. So, I've been trying to be sure that we're not going to crash with the place that we're going to. We actually have to go all the way to the coast of Norway for some stupid reason, but that's where German Command wants us, so that's where we go. Now I'm gonna time compress this a lot, but every hour I'm gonna check on the crew members to see who needs swapped out, who needs to sleep, etc. So I'm going to be moving this at an insane amount of speed, but at the same time, moving it in such a way, watching the clock, stopping it, going back to normal speed, you know, whatever you can think of. But that's because I do not want my engine and people getting too tired. And the reason for that is, in this game, if you do not keep them fresh, they will get fatigued and the engines will stop. I can't afford to do that, so we're going to be going from time compression to going to normal speed to time compression until we get up there. And we got a long way to go, guys. It's an insane distance, but whatever, I guess. It's what they want done. So I don't think we'll see any combat this episode. I really don't think so, but I will try and keep you guys engaged with the game as much as possible while we are traveling up here, because it is going to be a while, guys. Alright, let's check on the crew members and see what's going on here. It's going to be a lot of this, doing this currently, until we actually get up to our destination. So now we wait until 100 hours and then we check on everybody again and repeat the process until we get off the coast of Norway here, because that's what they want us to do. Again, I'm going to be able to do this as far as I can, as much as I can, so that the video is shortened, so that the travel time is shortened, but it is still going to be a couple episodes before we actually get up there, I believe. So bear with me, it's going to be a little bit dry until we get up there, but there's really not much else I can do about that. Yeah, that's a friendly warship. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that, just like every other start to a campaign. You know, it is what it is. It's a little bit annoying that they call out that. And I think the next episode, before we do it, I'm gonna try and figure out the voice thing, because I think the German voice is actually shut off somehow, but I'm not exactly positive on that. The way we can verify that though is messing with the throttle. Yeah, they got the voice turned off. So next episode, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna look into the voice and all that. Actually, you know what? I want to look into that. Okay, here we go. That's exactly what I was looking for. So we'll go back to standard and leave it there, because we don't want to burn up our fuel. I just want to make sure we got voice audio. So in about 20 minutes, I'm going to check on the crew again. I mean 20 minutes in the game. I don't mean 20 minutes in real life. It would be 20 minutes in real life if I didn't time compress it. Alright, see? Now we have to swap these people out. And we also need to get some fresh people up on this bridge as well. It's gonna be kinda difficult to keep both areas fresh, but we'll do our best. Alright, we've done what we could. The soldiers in both areas are fresh enough that they can still continue the job. We got 2 people that are tired on the diesel engine, but we're gonna have to wait until some of these recover their energy. And so an hour from now, we'll do the same thing, because I gotta keep everyone fresh or this thing is gonna stop. I don't need it to stop, guys. That's gonna be a bad thing. So about $1,100 will swap the people out again. I could actually just go flank speed, but that would burn up a lot of fuel. I don't want to do that. So we're gonna run standard the whole time. And now the officer that was in there is getting tired, so we're gonna throw him in there. We're gonna swap these people out. Actually, we're just gonna throw these guys in the rest area of the quarters. Whatever we're not using, they get thrown in the quarters, so we can have fresh people on the engines and such. Okay, we got somewhat fresh people on the bridge right now, and we just gotta replace the 2 that are on the engine. These officers are gonna need changed out eventually as well, but I have to do that as that comes. But the main thing we don't want to do is get these guys fatigued so bad that they can't run this engine, because we need to keep this engine running 24 hours a day. That's the main concern right now. You guys will notice that my camera is in the middle of the screen. The reason why I arranged the camera the way I did was because there's a new way I can make shorts straight from my computer without using my cell phone, okay? When I put some old shorts out there, old content, that was me testing it, okay? And I really liked what I saw, because I think overall it's gonna increase my views. But the reason why I didn't put more out is because the way it arranges the camera, it cuts out the video content, the stuff that makes the short worth it, if that makes sense. So I had to arrange my camera so it was centered, so that did not happen anymore. Yeah, see, now we gotta interchange all these people. That's why I didn't put them in the torpedo room where they start, some of them, because the main concern right now is keeping us going, keeping us moving. When we actually find an enemy target, then we'll deal with it. The thing I find really interesting is it's not quite on this level, but this is almost like Medal of Honor graphics, you know? The Germans wear blue and whatnot. I mean, that's what it reminds me of. You know, the blue sailors and the brown officers reminds me of the old PlayStation 1 Medal of Honors. And like I said, it's not quite that, but that's what it reminds me of. Okay, now we're sitting and waiting for a bit, waiting for these other guys to be fatigued, and then it's gonna be some more rinse repeat stuff. as I said, guys, I know that this episode at the beginning is going to be a little boring, but beginning of a series actually usually is for this type of game anyway. Most we're going to go check the crew in about 15 minutes or so. It's not really all that bad. A couple people need to get some shut-eye, but not really all that bad, guys. Oh, there's one thing I want to ask you guys about before I forget. It's combat related, but see if you guys actually know about that. And you guys can let me know in the comments here. So when I open this manual up, okay, obviously this is US Navy. That's what it's talking about. But overall, let's just take a look at the United States one so I can ask you guys this question. If I flip through all of these ships, okay, not one of them, here's my question, guys, not one of them is a trade ship. Now the reason why I'm asking this question is because when I watch my competitors play this game, they have a section in this manual for trade ships, okay, but I'm not getting it. I don't know if it's a mod or it's just me being stupid or what it is, but all I'm seeing is warships throughout this manual here. So if you guys can let me know down in the comments what's actually the problem is, whether it's me, and tell me in the comments how to do it, or if it's a mod that they have installed to the particulars of the game, because I know that some of my competitors in regards to this game have some mods to their game, okay, I've seen it. So let me know down in the comments, please, what is actually the issue here so I can either solve it or I can just roll with how it is. Thank you. But now we're gonna check in about an hour again and swap who needs swapped out, and about 10 minutes or so check up on the crew again. Okay guys, so now we're gonna swap out some engine people again so we can keep this working at its top performance. Well, actually it requires an officer to get to its top performance, but we just want this to run efficiently. We don't want the engines to stop, because that's, again, I keep saying it, but that's gonna really make us take longer, and I don't want to do that. And he's good to go up here, so we're gonna put the watch officer back up there, and pretty much all our fatigued people are ready to go, except for the ones on the tower, which I won't be able to replace them all, but we'll try to get as many as we can replaced here. Maybe we will be able to get them all. It's mostly officers up in here in that tower at this point, but everybody's got to take their turn until we actually get up here. Again guys, if you have any suggestions on how to actually play this game more than I actually know, please let me know. Like, I don't know where the fuel gauge is, I don't know where the battery gauge is, you know, I'm just ballparking it using my experience from U-boat to play this game effectively, even though I don't know where things are. So let me know down in the comments, please, what actually is going on and where things are at in the ship, so I can actually look at them and say, oh, this is the gas gauge, this is my battery life, or some hotkey I can push down on the keyboard to bring that actually up. I'm not going to be running the battery too much until we actually get up to the coast of Norway here, because that's when we're gonna have to be able to use the torpedo room and everything else. 1500. Okay, time to check on the crew members again. We'll swap him out. It's really, the fatigue's not really all that bad right now, but I still want to keep everybody fresh so that we don't run the risk of stopping this nice machine here, because we got a long way to go. Let me show you guys. I haven't shown you how far we actually are going. I'm gonna show you guys how far we actually have to go. Okay, so we left the port, as you can see, okay, and we're quite the distance from the port, all things considered. I would say probably at least, you know, a day's sail away from the port, okay? But we are going, zoomed out so you guys can see this, we are going up all the way up here to patrol this area. Now, this might not look like that bad when I'm zoomed out like this, but when you zoom it in, now I'm not going to go too far. When you zoom it in and you go all the way up here, alright, and you go all the way down here, that's probably a day and a half of sailing, if you want to call it that, even though we're running on engines right now. And Britain hasn't even declared war yet, okay? So I'm guessing by the time we get up there, this entire course that we plotted here, and zoom back in so we can see it, this entire course that we plotted here, I would imagine World War II is going to kick off before we even get here. It is still September 1st, 1939, which is the invasion of Poland historically. However, it is 1500 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon on that day, and we still have to go all the way up there to complete our so-called mission. So this is probably, if I had to guess, this is probably a 2-day trip. It doesn't look like all that much when I'm zoomed out like this, but it's probably 2 days to be honest. And then we'll check back with them at 1600 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we'll continue this process all night until we get up there. And of course, we'll be doing it even when we're in the patrol sector, but we will not be focusing on it too much as we are now. And about 20 minutes and we'll check on the crew again. We got 10 minutes and we'll check on the crew and swap everybody out that needs swapped out and go from there. Again guys, I know this is a little bit dry and I'm trying to make this go fast so we can get up there and start doing the fun part, but we gotta sit through the dry part first to get to the fun part. People in the control room are starting to get a little fatigued, so we will swap some people out. Now you're starting to see why I took people from the torpedo room and moved them to the bow quarters, because right now we don't need the torpedo room, okay? We will put people back in there when we can and when we need to. These guys in the conning tower are just gonna have to tough it out because I don't have enough men to replace them all. So some of these people on this ship are just gonna have to tough through the fatigue for right now. Our main concern is keeping that engine going. Don't get me wrong, we will give the people that we can rest. But some of those people in the conning tower are just gonna have to tough it out. That's about all we can do right now, guys. Don't forget, guys, if you like what you see, even though it's a little bit dry right now, if you feel like you're gonna like this series, don't forget to give me a like and a subscription. Helps my channel out. So if you do feel like you will like this series, then please push that like and subscribe button. Alright, and of course we rinse and we repeat until we actually get up here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this first episode actually the transportation episode to our patrol area, because I don't want to make this video too long for you guys to watch. And then the next time when we come back, we'll get into the fun stuff. Alright, time to switch shifts again. Once I do that, I'll see where we're at in regards to the navigation map, and then what we will do is I will end the episode after I look at how much further we gotta go, and then I'll see you guys next time. I was gonna drive all the way up here in this episode, but I have some things that I need to take care of, personal things, so I'm gonna cut that short, and the next episode will be a little bit longer, and we'll get up there and we'll do some of the job that we've been given in the next episode. But I need to get some of these officers in some sleeping quarters so that they can be replenished on their energy and that kind of thing. I kind of wish I had some more sleeping quarters, but unfortunately I don't. This guy and this guy are just gonna have to tough it out for right now. Alright, let's take a look at the navigation map and see how much further we gotta go. Personally, not really all that bad, but at the same time, with all reality, yeah, we got quite a while. Don't forget to push that like and subscribe button if you do like what you see so far, and I'll see you guys next time. Again, I apologize I had to cut it short, but I have some things to take care of. So I'll see you guys next time. God bless.